that tastes good. Welcome everybody to my daily vlog channel. Today I got a bunch of stuff that I'm doing, a bunch of cooking, a bunch of errands, and I figured there's no better way to get my day started than, car went by, than some coffee. And I said in a video previously that I don't really care to drink coffee out of this. I carry a regular cup, but today I was really craving some real Dunkin' Donuts, not necessarily the K-Cups or any of that kind of stuff. So I decided to go ahead and pick up some Dunkin' Donuts. And who can go to Dunkin' Donuts without getting a donut? Some people like glazed, some people like chocolate. Me, I prefer the original Dunkin' Donut, which I'm pretty sure it's the original donut that they did. The old-fashioned, which is just a donut with no sugar on the outside, well, no glaze on the outside, nothing. It's just donut-y goodness. It's actually the healthier alternative to some of that other stuff, but I've always loved the old-fashioned. There's just something, it's lightly sweet, and I like that kind of stuff. So with my black coffee, some lightly sweet donut, that's the only way to go. So first off, I gotta run by the library, pick up some stuff. Then I need to run by the store and get everything for dinner. I might have to go to 2 stores, I'm not sure yet. So we will see how it goes. So thank you for joining me today in my daily vlog. Alright, I'm heading to the library now. This library is actually the place where I filmed a lot of stuff. I filmed my fog video in the parking lot. I filmed my cameo in Luke Razor Raw Reviews 24-hour movie marathon video. I filmed my cameo of me driving and walking towards my car in this parking lot. So this parking lot has stood in as many of my so-called sets. Yeah, like right where that car is parked right there, that's where my car was parked when I was filming that video. And yeah, so the car is actually right there. That's where I was parked when in Luke's video, where I'm walking towards the car at the beginning, you know, the black and white film noir Blade Runner stuff. And yeah, and way over there, not where that first stop sign is, but if you look way back there, you'll see another, let's see another stop sign way back there. That's where I was standing at in my fog video, where the fog was going to attack me. And then I got in the car and drove this way down that end, and then back behind that library. Open the gates and seize the day. Don't be afraid and don't delay. Name the movie. Name the movie. If you know the movie I just referenced, say it down below. No cheating. And also, pardon my singing voice. That was my joke singing voice. I just wanted to see if anybody knows what movie that was from. It's a movie I heavily enjoy and has some great actors in it. One of them is a child in it, or a teenager in it, and he's one of my favorite actors right now. So alright, I'm back in the car. I checked out a ton of movies that I've just been wanting to watch, or I've been waiting to eventually see one day. Some are considered like modern classics that I haven't seen. There's a trend with, you know what? I'll go ahead and go over some really quick. Not really a trend, but just a bunch of some that I have always wanted to see. Those of you who don't know, I'm a big Robert Redford fan. There's still some of his movies that he's directed that I haven't seen. The Company You Keep, I plan on watching that. Also, one I've seen that I liked, that I haven't seen in so long, Lions for Lambs. I'm really into like political thriller type films. So, also another one, Primary Colors, which is a film that came out in the 90s, directed by Mike Nichols. I really enjoyed this movie. Kind of loosely based on the Clinton campaign of the early 90s, and I'm fascinated by that whole campaign. Not necessarily like like what was shown on the news. Like, if you've ever seen that documentary War Room, basically about the Clinton campaign, about him trying to get the nomination and so on. It's on Criterion Collection. It's a fascinating documentary. You don't have to agree with anything that any of the politicians say or do to enjoy that documentary for what it is. It is brilliant to see how a campaign actually works. So this movie is loosely based on the Clinton campaign. I don't think it was like widely said, but I think it's obvious. I think it was like, definitely an obvious, it was obvious. Next up is a film I saw a long time ago and I just haven't seen in a while. My buddy Luke watched it recently. It made me want to watch it again. Todd Browning's Freaks. It's from 1932. Next up, favorite screenwriter, hands down right now. Him and David Mamet are my favorite screenwriters ever, pretty much. And that's Steve Jobs, directed by Danny Boyle. Aaron Sorkin wrote the screenplay. Looking forward to this. Also, something that I love and I just haven't seen in so long. Huge fan of these two, especially in this, basically this routine. And that's Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks in The 2,000-Year-Old Man. This is so hilarious if you guys haven't seen it. And next up is one I've always wanted to see. I just haven't gotten around to it. Big fan of the filmmaker John Schlesinger. Big fan of Peter Finch. It's a controversial classic, I guess you could say. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. I'm pretty sure there's a Criterion of that out now, so I look forward to watching that. So I kind of got a bunch of different things to last me over the next 6 days, and for me to make videos about. So, also, rented a book to read for the, my break, pretty much. And I wanted to go Stephen King when I haven't read before, so I picked up Stephen King's Gerald's Game. So, the premise is really awesome. It sounds really cool, interesting, and I don't even know when did this come out. Let me look. Early 90s, so copyright 1992. So it came out in 92, so I plan on reading this over the next few days. And knowing Stephen King, I'll be finished with it quick. I can't believe The Stand, the expanded edition, the expanded edition of The Stand is like well over 1,000 pages. And I finished that book in like 2 weeks. I was so addicted to that book. Same thing with the Count of Monte Cristo, the original length version. I finished that one. That one was really long. I finished that one probably like in 3 weeks or so. Oh my gosh, the full story is just amazing. I just love reading. So I love movies, but as you guys have seen in my vlogs recently, we have a ton of books in our house. Probably more books in our house than movies. So I love reading. I love literature. I love some books that you could, the classics, and I love some books that you just read one time and toss it to the side, those, just the quick reads. So, yes. So, now I gotta go to the store. So, I'll see you there. Alright, well, I just pulled up the Publix, so I gotta go in and get a bunch of stuff, including enough salmon to feed close to 10 people. Woohoo! Walking in here, 3 different people commented on my Red Sox shirt saying, "Go Red Sox." For those of you guys who don't know, there's a lot of Red Sox fans down here in Florida. A lot. All right, everybody. Well, I got everything I need. Now it's time to head home. All right, everybody. Well, I'm at home. Like I said, now I'm watching a couple episodes of Breaking Bad. My wife is out for the day for a little while. I'm on season 4, episode 8, and as you guys know, this is probably like one of my favorite dramas of all time. It is my favorite drama of all time. And this is the third time I've gone through it. I'm on season 4, episode 8, I believe. So, yes. Yeah, I just love this show. And, yeah, it's just an amazing show. So that's what I'm up to. Alright, so here it is. The Southern Peach Cobbler that my wife made. Alright, I'm at my mother-in-law's house now. Got all the salmon and everything in the fridge. I always come out here just to kind of hang out with the dogs a little bit. They came out here and then they just ran back inside. That's not fair. This one's here. Teddy. They are. Hey Teddy, how you doing? Uh-oh. How you doing? There's Jackson. Hey buddy. Hey. 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 All right, everybody. Well, dinner turned out really good. As you can see in the pictures, my mother-in-law just gave me a selfie stick. I've been really wanting one to do some vlogs with. So that's why I'm now walking around with the selfie stick. Maybe, see? Makes it better when I'm walking around like this. Yeah, so dinner turned out really, really, really good. I definitely enjoyed it. Basically, the way I made the salmon today is like a brown sugar salmon. So basically, it's brown sugar, salt, and pepper over a piece of salmon. Cook it for about 20-25 minutes until it's done. And it turned out really good. Definitely had a little bit of beer today while I was cooking. A couple more than I usually have. But, just tasted really good. So yeah, I'm just really out here right now testing how the selfie stick is. Let's go ahead and have the background with some flowers. Yeah, I'm kind of late to the selfie stick game, but I think somebody's having a party next door. But yeah, tonight, I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight when I get home. I have a ton of movies to watch. I really want to get into watching Stranger Things. I've been wanting to watch it since they first uploaded it, and I really wanted to be somebody to watch it and to love it and to talk about it before everybody else did. But now I'm kind of late to the game because I haven't started it yet, so eventually I will watch it. But yeah, I love this thing. It'll be really good for like location type videos. Jackson, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Uh-oh. Hey. They're not paying any attention to me. But yeah, so that's kind of been my day so far. Man, I really love using this. Really makes it to where it's not like up close to my face like that. You can actually see. Now I know why people have used these things. So yeah. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Jackson. Hey, Maui. My sister-in-law's dog, Maui. Come here. These dogs are actually camera shy. I know you guys probably think that There's nothing more annoying than getting ready for Saturday Night Insanity when I'm already running late. and my computer wants to do updates. Yeah, so my computer is updating, about to join in with Saturday Night Insanity on Zero Nice Racks YouTube channel. I come and go being a regular on it. I feel like joining tonight. It's already halfway through, but it's all good. Was watching a little bit of The Office, watching an episode of Breaking Bad. My wife just went upstairs. So, Saturday Night Insanity, and I'm probably going to watch a movie after this. So, I don't know. I still got a lot of energy. It's been a long, good day. Alright everybody, well, I'm done with today's daily vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to get back to my live stream, and I'll see you later.